What's your number, Turner? 2346567, Corporal. You're going to have to get that number right. I've been in this man's army for 2 years and my number's not that old. I said, yeah, but I've had my number 10 years, Corporal. You never forget your number. I like the army. I've always wanted to go in the army. I joined the Army Cadets, and then when I was old enough, I applied to join the army, and that's when they said, well, finish your education. So I went with the 9th Battalion, the Manchester Regiment, and I went in the band. Once I'd finished my education, they wanted to transfer me then to another area. I went in the Royal Signals, and I'm saying no more. My role in the army as a cipher-op, I studied and I learned all the codes, and then they would drop me in a certain area where I could look what was going on and send messages back in code to let them know where the enemy was at the time. I would have trusted any of my comrades at any time with my life. Not my money, but my life, you know. I had proud moments like when I stopped a raid in Ireland and I felt that I'd done a good job. And the proudest moment in my life has got to be when I married Irene. I mean, she was 16 and I was 17 when we met. And she never interfered with anything. If I had to go off somewhere where I wasn't allowed to tell anybody where I was going, I didn't tell her. And when I got back, she didn't say, tell me where you've been. I won't say anything. No. It's the family thing, and the army was the same. It was a family. The hardest thing about it, well, one thing is when you have to go away and leave your family behind. That's hard, but it happens to us all. But you were going out there and you were ready to shoot somebody at any time, but you also knew that they were ready to shoot you. Poynton Baptist Church has changed my life right round for the better. I've been made so welcome there, and people are so kind and so understanding. And I got to know Dave Wilkinson, and we became friends chatting there, and I was thinking about the church. And I asked him, I said, David, because I always call him David, because my brother's called David, and if I called him Dave, my grandma slapped me around the ear. I said, David, you go to this church, don't you? He said, oh yes. I said, you know, I wouldn't mind coming once to see what it's like. And he said, well, I'll tell you what, come this Sunday. He told me the time. He said, I'll meet you at the door and take you in, which he did. And I can't believe it. Within 2 weeks, the people that were coming up to me and saying, how are you today, Peter? It is a family. This is my thin space. You know, I talk to the Lord all the time. I'll suddenly, all day and every day, you know, throughout, not just morning and night. If I'm feeling a bit down, which I do still get down, I can come here and I will either say, you know, Father God, or I might even talk to Jesus. But, well, I never did that before. How could professional soldier who was willing to shoot people be a good Christian. Until one day, I'll never forget it, you said to me, he hears everything that you say, he knows everything that you've done, and he will forgive you. And that's when I thought, right, I've got to get baptised as well, haven't I? A member of Her Majesty's Forces, doing a job as I was told, obeying orders, getting on with it. That's what you do in the forces. Remembering Sunday, we will remember them. We will never forget.